Hello, this is wmpyr. I'm sorry it's been a while, but I've been pretty sick, so now that I'm feeling a little better, trying to get back onto track. So what we're going to start off here with today is knife. Be sure you use a training knife and stick. Alright, so the first thing to start off with is the 5 angles of attack. And the 5 angles of attack, let me just use a stick right now, is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully you could do this in your sleep. But it's a diagonal, diagonal, horizontal, horizontal, and then a stab. Now, when we have the knife in the other hand, the way this is going to work is that you're going to park the knife right here, okay? And notice that it is pointing towards my opponent. This is very, very important to keep this pointed towards my opponent at all times. And then from here, I'm just going to keep it here, but it has to be a legitimate threat. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The same 5 angles of attack. The only difference is I'm keeping the knife right here. So after I do something like this, I make a move and I swing and I miss, I gotta expect that they're gonna come attacking me right at that moment, right at the moment that I miss, right there. That's a good time for them, makes sense. And if they do, that's where they're gonna impale themselves to my knife. So this needs to be legit. It can't just be just kind of there like this. If it is and it's not alive, then this is just for show. This knife needs to be real, okay? Real in a sense that if they did come running, it will serve a purpose. It's actually there for a reason. So you got to practice that. So one, as I'm doing this, especially after the move, this is where I'm expecting, I'm vulnerable right here. So this is where I'm expecting that they're coming in. So right at this moment, this is locked. This is solid right here. Even this arm right here, it's a little tense so that I'm ready for impact, to brace the impact right here. If I need to, I could spike it with an elbow or even with the butt end of the stick. And of course, the knife is ready. The knife is ready to launch at any given point right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just keep this in mind. You have to always be aware right there. So that's the first lesson. Number 2 is we're going to go ahead and do, after every strike with the stick, the knife is going to launch. So it's the real thing. It's ready to go after every strike. So I'm going to go 1, and then the knife, 2, and then the knife, 3, and then the knife, 4, knife, and then for 5 it's a stab, and the knife goes in. I kind of like this angle right here, where it goes in this way, goes in this way. I'm kind of making a triangle shape right here, so stab, and then stab with the knife. So let's do that again from the beginning. So number 1, I make the strike right there, and the knife goes right underneath. Immediately it launches. Number 2 right here, I make my strike and the knife launches immediately afterwards. 3 right there, 4 right there, and then 5, and then the knife goes once again right there. So the next step, the next lesson, I know these are all super simple. The most important thing is to get as much reps as you can. Because they're so simple, it's easy to overlook it, and a lot of people think that they could already do it. And then they try it and they don't do it well. So the only way around that is get reps, okay? So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add a short strike with the stick. So we're gonna go, number 1 is the same, and then I'm adding a strike with the butt end of the stick right here. And then the knife goes, and here's my number 2, right? And then butt end of the stick, and then my knife goes, all right? Number 3, butt end of the stick, and then my knife goes. Number 4, butt end of the stick, and then the knife goes. Number 5, full stab, and then instead of butt end of the stick, we're doing a short strike right here. Short strike, because it's close range. We're aiming like for the ribs up here. Bam, right alongside the lower ribs, and then knife strike as well. So this is how it goes. It goes stick, stick, knife, stick, stick, knife, stick, stick, knife, stick, stick, knife, stick, stick, knife. All right, so that's the pattern. The last one, not last but not least, what we're going to do is now we're going to change the order. So instead of going stick, stick, knife, we're going to go stick, knife, stick. So that goes like this. We're going to go number 1, and then the knife goes in, and then the short strike right here. And then stick, that's our number 2, knife, and then short strike right there. Number 3, stick right there, knife, and then stick. Number 4, stick, knife, stick. And then number 5, stick, knife, and then short strike right there. So once again, these are very simple, but unless you put into practice, it's not going to mean anything. So don't underestimate it. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.